Good evening and welcome to the headlines from the Bangkok Post. We summarize today's most popular stories on the bangkokpost.com website for your convenience. And these are the three hottest stories on Friday, May 6, 2022. The first story, Thailand Pass tip to ease. The government is expected to consider scrapping the Thailand Pass registration requirement for Thais returning from abroad. Although it has been kept for foreign arrivals, but the Center for COVID-19 Situation Administration will be asked to scrap it for them in the near future. The Public Health Minister also said once the pandemic is downgraded to endemic status, there may be no need for it as the country's public health system is adequately equipped to deal with the situation.
The second most popular story is Youth Department Chief tied to sex trafficking ring. The Ministry of Social Development and Human Security, together with the police, found a number of officials, including the Deputy Director General of the Department of Children and Youth, together with Chairman of the Local Saving Cooperative, and also a Deputy Chairman of Phú Phin District's Tambon Administrative Organizations Council, as well as soldiers, teachers, and doctors being involved in child prostitution rings in Surat Thani province. The police raided 18 locations in Surat Thani, which have been linked to the trafficking of minors for prostitution, operating child sex trafficking rings, and luring minors into prostitution, which followed the arrest of 16 people in November last year for child sex trafficking.
And the third is runaway groom, a bogus soldier. A runaway groom who abandoned his bride on their wedding day in Prachin Buri province was not a soldier serving the South as he had claimed to be. The Thai army confirmed that the man who came to be a sergeant major with a ranger unit in the Deep South was not a soldier at all. The imposter failed to turn up for the wedding at his fiancée's house in Kabin Buri district on May 1st. The groom abandoned his bride, relatives, and guests, who had about 50 tables laid out for a Chinese wedding banquet. The forsaken 40-year-old bride was adamant that she would not reconcile and demand that her ex-boyfriend pay the cost of the wedding. She had filed a report with the police and demanded compensation of around 271,000 baht from the runaway groom.
And those are the three top stories of today. Thanks for following the headlines. You can keep up with all the latest headlines and in-depth coverage of news, business, sports, and lifestyle 24 hours a day on bangkokpost.com website. This is from the Bangkok Post online team. Have a good evening, and we hope to see you next week.